So yeah, it was time for university, and I was a bit nervous because my parents were always supportive, but I'm someone who just enjoys doing a lot of things as well. So they were like, is she serious? So my parents, being the skeptical parents that they are, they made me do an exam, okay?
Oula.
It's like a test, but it's also a brain scan. That I did in India, and essentially the results were like a booklet long, and it explains, what I'm interested in, what I could potentially do with what I'm good at, etc. And all of that information, all of those tests showed that I am artistic and I'm creative, and so they were like, ooh, like there's something here. They needed proof. Like I am the proof,
You're alive, bro.
Welcome to a very special episode of Unwind Listening, where we unwind and you listen. We have someone here that's near and dear to my heart. You feel me? Like it's just wow.
Yeah, let me tell you right now, Montreal's finest, the elegance. What else can we say about it? The brilliance.
I got more bars.
The
exceptional, the amazingly curated, the visionary, actually, the showstopper, the.
Are we still talking about me?
I mean, we could just keep going. Honestly, I got more adjectives.
Going.
I can Google more adjectives realistically.
She's the sun in our sunny days.
Wow.
Let's just say that right here. We have the one and only and our dearest friend, Samara.
Hey.
How you doing, Samara?
I am so happy to be here.
Thank you for joining us.
I have been on the other side of my phone watching Unwind Listening on my own time, and to be here.
Did you unwind for real?
Yeah, for real.
So we're here.
I wouldn't cap like that.
So it's working.
I can't
Our thing is
support
working.
something that, or I can't be on something I don't support, with my whole heart.
We appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
We are here for you today. We want to show our appreciation. We've been talking about you forever. And we just want to say congratulations for your success as of now.
Thank you.
We have to say it. We've been following you since how long?
I'm gonna say probably like a smooth.
Like 5?
6 years, maybe.
Damn.
Let me get up there in age, guys, but it's maybe a smooth 6.
It's true,
A
huh?
light 6, actually.
Yeah.
Because I foresee the future being so great. I mean, the 6 years that we just spent is nothing. That's just the building blocks, the foundations of a career that's gonna blossom.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful to recognize the time that's passed, but also like what's coming in the future as well. So. Yeah.
Well, I remember the first time I saw you was an El Dorado show. That's the first time I met you, actually.
That was actually also my first performance ever in Montreal.
In Montreal, right?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Did you enjoy your first show?
It was fantabulous. The vibrations were peak, and that's the reason I also moved to Montreal, because I was still in uni at the time.
Yeah.
And it was in Casa de Pap. That's the name of a TV show. What was the name of the venue on Saint Laurent?
It's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a blessed venue. Y'all should go check it out.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw you there, this tall woman just singing for her heart out. You had the old golden dress, I remember that day.
Yeah.
And just your long hair too, I remember.
I had long hair.
And the first time I was like, oh yeah. I thought I was the girl who did the show. I was like, yeah, she got it. She's doing something great here. And now here, 6 years later.
Yeah, but honestly, on some real shit, I could not have gotten so far without the love that y'all have showed me consistently on some real shit. Shouts out Lolo. I met y'all through him as well. And to see y'all kind of do your own thing and evolve, and to be sat here 6 years later, to know that those 6 years have felt like 6 minutes, and for what's to come, oh my God. Yeah. I'm sad. I'm sad.
I think what's really cool is that, if I know this fall, but what's really cool is that, again, we pride ourselves on wanting to see Montreal artists grow and, explore their creative paths and support them, like, financially and in person. Like, it's cool to say, I want to see artists in the city, do big things, but are you really out there in the field for real? Are you really going to the shows? Are you paying attention to the people in your scene that don't have 10,000 followers? Like, are you looking at local time like, hey, that person has something? And it's like, it was cool because seeing you perform the first time, I was like, wow, she's amazing. I was like, I want to work with them. I don't have an idea yet, but I want to work with them because they have something that I think is very like tangible. Like sometimes you could see an artist, you're like, there's something really cool about them, right? It's like it can be talent, but it's just also just your personality and attitude and how you approach your craft. I think is, very beautiful. And I think you should really explain what got you into music realistically.
What got me into music? Well, left the mothership, aka my mother, and life has been musical ever since. I popped out on some la 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 type shit, singing so unseriously with my heart. I always talk about this one core memory that I will probably talk about in every interview because I see it and I live it every day in some way or the other. But I have a very fond memory of standing on the bed and having my parents sit down on the floor and singing to them and performing for them Shania Twain, because yes, that was my first favorite artist. I also used to live in Canada at the time, so it made sense, and just feeling like this is what I'm meant to do and having my biggest fans in front of me, shout out my parents. And then I moved to Dubai, continued singing. I did vocal lessons with some sorts of operatic teacher for a little bit. This was in grade 5 or 6. Then I took piano lessons for a little bit. But at that point, I'm not going to lie to you, I was whitewashing myself. And so my piano teacher at the time was adamant on only teaching me Indian music. And I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't like it here. And so stop that. Then around grade 7, grade 8, I started going to Brooklyn Melodies, which is a school in Dubai that's associated with the Trinity College in London. So I was doing rock and pop vocals up till grade 6, affiliated with the rock school in London. And vocal lessons. Then it came time to graduate high school, and I was like, whoa. Honestly, school, I was not about it, still not about it, for reasons that have nothing to do with knowledge and education. It's just the format and the style is very much not for me, and that's the way it's built intentionally. So kids, like, whether you stay in school or not, stay open to being a learner for life. So yeah, it was time for university, and I was a bit nervous because my parents were always supportive, but I'm someone who just enjoys doing a lot of things as well. So they were like, is she serious? So my parents, being the skeptical parents that they are, they made me do an exam, okay?
Oula.
It's like a test, but it's also a brain scan that I did in India, and essentially the results were like a booklet long, and it explains, what I'm interested in, what I could potentially do with what I'm good at, etc. And all of that information, all of those tests showed that I am artistic and I'm creative. And so they were like, ooh, like there's something here. They needed proof. Like I am the proof,
Yeah.
And so I went to university for music, and I did...
In Dubai?
Yeah, no, in Sherbrooke City, which is an hour and a half away from Montreal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I moved to Canada because I'm Canadian. Shout out. Yeah. And so I was in university. I did vocals, music as my main subject. Shouts out Louise, who's my vocal trainer, who has taught me so much of the stuff that I know now. And Then I dropped out of school because I felt like I learned everything that I had to as a performer. And in order for me to actually perform, I need to be on stage in the city outside, which Sherbrooke was not giving that. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, and so then I moved and voila, I'm here.
So were you doing also music in Dubai when you were there?
Yes. Not performing the way I perform over here because I was still in high school.
Oh, okay.
But I would perform through the music school I was attending on Wednesday evenings.
Did you come back ever since?
To Dubai?
Yeah.
Yes. So I go back every Christmas time.
To perform and everything, or just for the vacation?
To spend time with my family. I have performed once or twice since I've been back. I was also on a platform called Last Seen Live, which showcases local talent in Dubai.
Yeah.
And then I performed for the first time in India 2 years ago, which was in Mumbai. And then I performed for the first time in Kerala, which is my motherland, just this past December, which was incredible. And at the same time, I've also been doing Carnatic vocal lessons, which is South Indian classical singing. Through Shankar Mahadevan, who is a very famous Indian singer who has his own academy. Et voilà.
So through all that, you dropped your first EP in 2020.
Yeah.
The Art of Moving On, right?
The Art of Moving On.
So how did it came up? How did all that came up to this for the first time?
Well, I was trying to move on,
And what were you trying to move on from? You know what I'm saying? Like, this as you know, art is a reflection of yourself, right? You reflect yourself. So what was that that emotion that you were trying to let go of? And how did it shape you now?
Oof.
From that EP.
Okay.
And how did the process that we'll get asked more questions afterwards as well.
Yeah.
Start with the first question.
The first question being,
what was that feeling you're trying to move away from?
So I was in my first and only, not only, but like my first like real-ish relationship at the time. Yeah,
you know
imagine.
Like every time, it's always that one, right? So it's like, damn, like I did that, I was in that.
But that shit was long distance. Now, if you look at the artwork of the Arts of Moving On, you'll see a letter in the middle, and then I think on the left side you see the CN Tower, and on the right side you see the Burj Khalifa, which was supposed to infer that it was distance, like we're in two cities, and the letter is essentially the Arts of Moving On are love letters that I have written that have now taken shape into music that I wanted to say one time for the one time until I leave it just there.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta, we call it getting your shit off. Just want to get your shit off real quick. Like, hey.
I also, because it was my first relationship, and I love small kinds of samples and snippets of something from real life, something from a movie, a poem, anything like that. Best believe, I had voice notes obviously saved from mans at the time, and I went on Snapchat, screen recorded it. I screen recorded something that he was saying as he was yearning for me, and then I put that was
this is very much 2016 over.
yeah. I mean, it had to be done, huh?
You have to do it.
And so that is the very first track of the album, which has him talking actually, and then it starts.
Does he have points on that song?
Does he have points on that song?
Does he get like publishing on that song?
No, fuck that.
Real, so real. Never get that explicit song.
No, it's okay. We don't. Like honestly, it feels like lifetimes ago, but it's
a moment that you had to pass through. Like I think it's important to. Like I feel like a lot of artists have their first heartbreak song or their first heartbreak project. Like I think of like a Frank Ocean, right? Where it's like Forrest Gump is like, damn, like it's heart wrenching, but it's like it's first like that first heartbreak song, and then but when as you grow as an artist, you make your second heartbreak song, it's worse. It's actually worse because you go from Forrest Gump to Siegfried, and now Siegfried I want to kill myself. So next time you get sad, we're all gonna cry. like disparately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's beautiful.
It was an interesting process. I think it's 4 or 5 songs, 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, it's an EP.
And so the producer I worked on it with was someone that my vocal trainer at the time introduced me to, and he was older and super talented, but at the time, one, I am living a completely different life from him, so my influences are different, my experience is different, and the way I want to create is different. But I was young and I did not know how to communicate. So when it came to actually getting to work on the album, I had my ideas, but because I didn't really know how to say no, there were multiple times where I would leave the studio and I'd just be in my car like crying because like I wasn't happy with how it sounded, and then I did not know how to communicate it, and then eventually I did to a certain degree, but it got to a point where I was a bit frustrated, so I released it knowing that my heart was in it. I had a very mixed relationship with it, but for where I'm sitting right now, I can appreciate who I was and what I went through from that story, from that project. But now I'm big on boundaries, you know. Yeah. I know that at the end of the day, if something has my name on it, I want to be proud of it. I want to know that I can also enjoy it as a listener and not just as a creator. So yeah.
So how, since that first album, EP, how did you find your sound growing up? Like, how did you say, okay, now I'm going to focus on that sound? Like, who did you listen to the most to, like, okay, you know, I might get something out of this? Because the first thing you told me when I first met you was like, yeah, I'm Georgia Smith girl. I'm Sharon girl. Like, you know, those artists. So is it the one now today that you pull inspiration from, or do you want to find your own sound?
Yeah, so I love Georgia Smith so much, and I'm sure we'll talk about her a bit later.
We will.
So from then to now, I am someone who goes through, like, I am a shapeshifter in all senses, whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually. Constantly we stay evolving, and sorry, I just got so distracted by that. We stay evolving.
Yeah.
And my inspirations have not always just been music I listen to.
Okay.
And I listen to a lot of music, and maybe when you listen to my music, you might hear inspirations, but when I'm making my music, I don't necessarily think that I want drums like Erykah Badu or like production exactly like an artist I listen to. I feel like I like small elements that you might not really focus on, and I'd like to also create something of my own. So right now, where I'm at on a project that I've been working on for some time, I do feel like I'm creating a sound that I haven't heard before. Okay. Humbly.
Well,
genuinely.
You are a shapeshifter, because I'm going to address it now. You guys dropped a song together.
Yes.
You guys just did a piano song.
Can't compare.
Can't compare. Stream it, listen to it, have fun with it. So my question to both of you, actually.
Oh shit.
Talk to us about the process of that song. How did it come out?
Mr. Saturday, start us off.
Yeah, so again, working on the EP. I don't know where we're at. Like, actually, to be honest with you.
Shout out Loungewear.
Shout out Loungewear, the EP. That's the yeah. Soon. It's Loungewear. It's gonna come out when it comes out.
In divine time, bro. Divine time.
When it comes out. But again, for me, the process of that project was like, I wanted to make music I can live through, right?
Right.
And again, I did Loungewear because I was thinking about, okay, I'm DJing now, I'm outside, but I didn't want to make music that was for like when the party is like at its peak. I want to make music when you're coming into the setting. I wanted intro music in a sense.
Ooh.
Like I wanted like the early set. And that's kind of how I wanted to feel, right? And I was working on this, I was like playing around at home, working on the song, and I was like, making the beat, crafting the beat. I'm like, who can be on this? Because I really wanted to work with a bunch of artists. I was like, I talk about how much I love the artists here, but I didn't really work with a bunch of artists like very like that closely, right?
Yep.
And I was like, this song feels like it should be with someone. Like there's a home for them, right? And I feel like every song, every beat, every like sound has a home. And I was like, this is gonna go to someone really special. That's why I sent it to you, because I was like, no, like if you weren't gonna be on a song, this song wasn't coming out probably. It was gonna come out just as an instrumental. Just because of like how I felt. I was like, this song has a home with you. And again, when you had the first version of the song isn't the version that came out. Like there's little tweaks and things that are changed, because it's like, as a producer, I'm not just making the beat, I'm having the dialogue, right? I think the first time we talked about a song, the first hour was talking about music that we're listening to. And the reason why I like talking about it is because I want to know what's behind, your thoughts right now as an artist, because it's going to change every week, right? But also want to know, okay, if that's what your headspace is at, where we're starting off point, right? There's like now we're creating that connection here, right? And again, you could talk about how you add to a song.
Yeah. So never hopped on such an upbeat track before. It also felt like a complete contrast from the story that I was intending to tell, or that I have told in the story. You are also the first producer, not the first producer. Aside from my EP, you are the second producer that I'm working with more hands-on together in the physical process, because after my EP, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a bit stumped there. At that younger age, having experienced something like that, and then moving into a city where I did not know too many people or how things worked in the community or in the industry, I very much shied away from working with people, because you can walk into a room and there can be some really talented people, but the hunger might not be a hunger that is genuine or as pure as at least what I know that I want.
Yeah.
And so with you, we've known each other for some time.
Yeah.
And you've always just been such good vibes. Like the energy has always been top tier. Every single time that I knew that, okay, khalas, that's established.
Yeah.
Now this man can cook. So why the fuck not,
I think the goal for me also, it's like, I come from a perspective when it comes to music or work with people, it's like, I come as a fan. Like, even if you're like a fresh artist, I'm like, I'm a fan of you because I'm a fan of your personality. And my goal is to have the symbiosis there. It's not for one to take over the other. It's for the whole song to make sense. And the way you added that little sampling in the song, that really, it opens up the song into a different feel. And even like the raindrops that are there, add a percussion element that I never intended to have there, right? So it's like, I really appreciate your input there. And also again, I'm cooking up, the beat's great, but the certain elements we moved around, certain string sections that we add on, that we emphasize, creates that world that we're trying to build here. And again, yeah.
Also, having you small on the vocals, I'm so happy we did that.
That part.
Come on, are you kidding? That's one of my favorite parts of the song, because I feel like just the bassiness and the girthiness of your voice really complements the
I'm saying becoming
sweet, no other word actually came to me.
It's true, because I've been doing that for a lot of years, so just adding vocal elements inside, but just hiding it really, really well, because it's again, it's about that texture that you're trying to add to the song, right? And so, my process of work was super fun, because we started off recording in my bedroom, right?
No.
Then we go in your bedroom, no.
It was there.
Oh yeah, we went
then
to
your bedroom.
Yeah, went to a studio.
Then
okay, that's cool. The vibe was cool, but we wanted to refine and wanted to get more intimate. Went to my house to record. You record outside the country. Semi-stems.
Yes.
There's a lot of different elements of different takes, but the whole together adds a certain energy and tone, and it works with how the song progresses, right? So again, you did an amazing job. Song sounds great. Shout out to Hardbody Jones for mixing and mastering it.
Shout out.
Because it sounded great when we had it, and then when I got the mix back, I was like, damn, this is it. This is good. This sounds like this is good product right here.
Yeah, and really thank you Hardbody and Saturday for your patience. You know, I can over communicate just to make sure that everything is understood, and you very much stayed open to everything I was saying. You incorporated all of my opinions, ideas, and thoughts. It felt very beautiful to be a part of the project, super safe as well, and obviously there's more to come even for our future together as artists. But I need to stress on the fact that the reason I feel like it bloomed so beautifully and there's so much more to come is because you really created the environment for me to want to try out things that I haven't before.
Yeah.
Including layering of vocals and just having a bit more fun with it, you know?
Yeah. I again, this is my interview, but it's like,
it's ours.
yeah. As I come from a visual arts world. Like, I'm someone who paints. I do animation. Our videographer Mary. Hi Mary. I met Mary because we're painting in the same class, right? So it's like I come from the step of adding the layers. Like, we want to build something. You want to build an image. You have to add layers. You can't cheat that process, right? And I think just the work that working the song, recording 20 layers and keeping 4.
Yeah.
I was making record 20 takes over and over again. But the reason why is mostly because I want to get what I know that's in you, which is there's a pureness and there's a earnestness in how you write and then when you deliver it, it just comes there so beautifully. I'm like, we're going to look for that. That's what we're looking for. Right. And I think that's another thing I really liked about you. First time I heard you perform, I was like, you perform with a technique and an earnestness that is hard to come by, right? Because some people can sing really well, right? But how are you selling it to me as a listener? How can I be connected to what you're saying as a listener? And I think when you deliver, especially on the song, it's like, I believe everything you're saying. I feel everything you're saying. And that's a very important part of it.
Thank you. Also, shout out Mary for shooting the cover art,
I have maybe a hard question for you.
Oh.
But excluding you guys' song, what has been your favorite song to record and perform of yours?
For the Streets.
Really?
For the Streets, for sure. The studio version is not out yet, but I have the acoustic version out that I recorded with at Milestone Productions, which was fun, accompanied by my wonderful friend Jonathan.
Shout out.
Guitarist. I don't know if I said that. Shout out. For the Streets was written... No filter, obviously. I'll speak what I'll say what I have to say. If you have to,
go ahead.
Take it out. Y'all can take it out.
We're for that.
So of course, For the Streets was written to the slowed down version of Cry Me a River, Certified Banger.
Yeah.
I remember that I was on a flight coming back or traveling or somewhere on a flight, and I had watched the documentary movie about Tina Turner. Thank you for your patience. And her not so great / abusive relationship with Ike Turner.
Yeah.
And he was her producer, baby daddy, and everything else under the sun. And she had the capacity and the facilities to walk away and make a name for herself and kind of disengage with the world that he created for her that she was kind of stuck in. And at the time, I was seeing a lot of relationships around me that were kind of falling apart as well. And as someone who has been single since the art of moving on, I just watch things happen and I learn from others. And so I felt like I wanted to write a song that was a bit more empowering, that was that essentially says, I call the shots, and if you're not about it, the door's right there. And just also the little riff of Crimea River coming in and out, I thought was a bit fun as well, because the whole history with Timberlake and Britney Spears is juicy and it stays juicy. And I had a bit of fun with that, you know?
Yeah, like one thing I like about how you make songs is that there's always a reference to something. Like you very much write songs like a painter. It's all referential. It's really, really fun. Like,
wow.
Like you write songs like a producer, like just sampling stuff. Again, because again, you're not trying to look for direct inspiration. Like you're not trying to make a XYZ type beat. You're trying to give a feel.
Right.
And then you the way you use like memories and nostalgia to add on to it.
Funny that you said
cool.
nostalgia. Nostalgia is the name of the like super old Russian Italian movie that I actually got the sample from in Can't Compare by Andrei.
Look, come on guys, listen.
Tarkovsky.
We there, like we're doing it, big music things right now.
We be.
Yeah. What I want to know from you, right, is you're someone who, you know, you walk into rooms, right, and you have a presence, not just because you're tall, right? Not because you're tall, right? You're a tall baddie, yes, okay, we get that. Okay. But it's like you move with that aura. So in terms of aura rankings, right? Like, how would you rank your aura? Feel me? Like when you walk, like out of 10, like what type of aura you think you got? Like, cause I think I'm a smooth like 6, 7.
Brother.
When you come in with the aura, everybody like, yo, aura.
Yeah, we know Samara.
Like we know you here.
Stop.
So like what how you feel your aura is like has people like been intimidated by your aura and be like, yo, I can't even look in that side of the room type shit.
Wow. Okay, that's a really beautiful thing to say. Thank you. Really,
No,
like
it's a genuine question. Like, how do you feel about your aura? Like that ass. Like,
boy.
like I really need it. Like we need to like, cause I think again, I'll bring an example. Like there's a basketball player called Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, right? And like his whole thing is like aura farming. Like
oh my god.
Like he just like everything he does is for the aura. Oh. But you're so effortless. And so I want to ask you, it's like, how do you know, you're an artist, you're a woman, right? It's Women's History Month and everything, right? What gives you your confidence? You know, and how can you share for other women out there to build that confidence and build that aura?
Well, what do I rate my aura? Honestly, today, which the way I feel about myself right now is nothing like how I felt about myself a year ago. Today, I would rate my aura 11 out of 10.
As you should.
I think what people feel is the like love that I have. I have a lot of love. Like I have love for everybody in the room, and I will make it a point to make sure that everybody feels seen as well, because I feel like in the hierarchy of society and life, you know, there are some people who get attention and the other people who are literally creating the scene don't get the spotlight or just time of day. And to me, I feel like something that I do, respectfully, bro, I don't give a fuck about who you are and what you've done. If you aren't sincere, get that shit out of my face, bro. I don't have time for that. And unfortunately, a lot of people who have clout, and if they aren't grounded, it's translated in a way that is not super yummy to experience. And I feel like the people who I connect the most with are the people who are just trying to have a good time, and we're doing this for the love of it and for connection, you know. How? Honestly, these last few years, life has forced me to take care and tend to my own garden. I'm someone who has always been super supportive for other people, and that's amazing. But when you put everybody else on the pedestal and when you're laying on the floor ready to be like stepped on, like that's not really nice. And when you're kind of in that space for a long time, people assume that's who you are. So when you remember who the fuck you are and you come back with your boundaries, it's a bit, it's not always great. It can be taken in a way that people are on some, who the fuck does she think she is? Or if they love and respect me, they understand that like, now she's standing her ground and I respect that. And that's something I want to do for myself as well, you know? And I think one thing that has really, 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 really changed is my self-talk, my narrative. The way that you talk to yourself, the way that you treat yourself, you can see in other people too. Depending on how you speak about yourself, that says it all, you know? Do you think you're smart? Do you think you're worthy? Confirmation. Do you think you're worthy? But it's small stuff that show that you take care of yourself. And when you take care of yourself, your cup is full. And when your cup is full, you can pour that shit continuously.
I mean, Dior is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. First time I saw her, bro, she had the golden dress and shit. When she came on the stage, I was like, who the fuck is that? And the thing is, she had big lights into her, so all the golden part shoots onto the stage. Everybody was like, who the hell is this?
I couldn't see nobody.
And I was like, yeah, this is it. This is the one. She's up there now. But we're gonna wrap it up soon. Mm-hmm. 2 last questions. I don't know if you have some or not. Mm-hmm. But what do you have to say for the people maybe now who are trying to be just like you? What's your message for the future Samara Sunny? What would you tell them?
Honestly, if there's one thing I have to say to you, take your own advice. Do not listen to anybody. People are going to always suggest something, whether it's coming from love or fear or whatever it might be. At the end of the day, you know everything that you want to do. You know everything that's in your heart. And when you reduce the volume of others and you don't listen to others, the volume within you turns louder. And that's something you can't ignore. And if you keep listening to it, khalas, one day it'll be the only thing you hear. Everything else will be in the distance and you will know you are living your best fucking life.
That's the
all.
aura, guys.
Exactly.
That's aura we're talking about.
Aura. Confidence.
Appreciate it.
Yep. And now, since we're Unwind listening, we're unwinding to music. So my question to you is, what are you unwinding to?
Ooh, what am I unwinding to? Let me just pull up my Spotify a little bit. Small.
Show us what you listen to. Good music.
I mean, of course, I'm listening to Can't Compare. Honestly, as soon as the song
out on all DSPs right now.
Yes,
Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube Music, your grandma's vinyl player. Feel me? Like popping on the vinyl soon. Feel me? No, everything, man. At the barbershop, we got the CDs over there. I might do a promo video where I'm outside just putting CDs out. It'll be really funny.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, like it's everywhere. So that's important to keep track of.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that you guys should know about me, and maybe we'll have this conversation in the future because it's a bit of a long conversation, but I personally feel like my relationship with music and how I started listening to music and the music I listen to now and all the music I've listened to in the past and all of that is an experience that I have not seen or heard from anybody else because, long story short, I grew up in Dubai. It was only top charts, I really had to look for music by myself because when everybody was listening to, for example, Aaliyah, when we were younger, bro, I heard about Aaliyah in university. So it's like a lot of the culture that was happening maybe on this side of the world at the time I was not aware of. So to be able to tap into R&B when I'm older and a bit more mature for the first time felt like a completely different experience, which was super, super cool. But going back to what I listened to, I'm saying all of this because I've never had structure.
Yeah, it's okay. Listen to what you like.
And that includes listening to albums now as an artist. I listen to an album the first time from front to back just to get the experience. But generally, the music I listen to, like, it very much showcases my neurodivergence because it's a little bit of everything. But I've been listening to Foggy Raw's new album. I've been enjoying that. Jill Scott's new album.
Good music.
I've also been listening to Mac Miller's The Divine Feminine. It's hitting a bit different this year.
Yeah.
And then I've also been listening to a bit more of the music I grew up listening to, which was classic rock. So some Scorpions, some Pink Floyd, Dire Straits.
Cool.
Yeah, like a little bit of everything, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Wow.
And always have some UK rap on rotation as well.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
SL, Saint, Skepta, all of them.
Nice. You like them. Mm-hmm. Well, golly, the aura. The elegance. The sunny day.
The sunny day.
Samara.
Thank you.
Let our viewers know where they can find you.
You can find me everywhere, and if you haven't found me yet, you will still find me.
Exactly.
But Spotify, Samara, SoundCloud, all of that. SoundCloud, sure. I have actually some covers that I recorded at a very small young age on SoundCloud, only there. If you'd like to hear me when my voice was a bit more higher and less, like this. And obviously Instagram, follow me, Samara Sunny. One word, sunny comme le soleil, you already know. Yeah.
Soleil, bro. Yeah, I think
this was a great interview, our first interview, 40 minutes long.
Yes.
I'll have a pleasure editing this because this was nice. Nice ride.
I have to say, we had to. It had to come at some point. Yeah. Tomorrow we keep talking about you, so you need to come to the pod.
No, I'm. Thank you so much, and to be your first artist interview.
Not the last, though. Not the last.
Of course, not the last. But
once you win a Grammy, you come back to us. You say, "Here you go."
Yeah, we will be there all together, all together.
We have proof right here. It's right there.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? This is something that is just the beginning.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So we want to thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Listen there.
So much love.
If you're walking in Saint Denis, you see something. Aura farming is here. The aura is here. Anyway, Samara, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.
Yeah.